What is going on, everybody? My name is Quentin, also known as the Young Enthusiast. As I said, I'm bringing that back again. I hope you're having a great Saturday because today is going to be a very busy Saturday for me, and it starts with this. Today is a very special day because today we pick up my new car today. So this will be the last time you ever see this Civic. And I'm surprised that I actually got as many videos on the last video for this thing as I did, be honest with you. I'm still gaining subscribers, so I thank you guys for that. But we got this thing back from the shop about actually Monday. I had the timing belt done, the water pump replaced, and I had the oil leak fixed. So everything is A-okay with this thing. I had the coolant flush too right after I got it back from the shop. And now everything is all pretty much really good. I've been daily driving this thing for like 3 days now, and it's not giving me any problems at all. I needed to get that timing belt done because, as it turns out, that front seal, which was leaking, was splashing oil everywhere inside the timing cover. It was getting all over the gears and all over the belts. And yeah, it was a good thing I got that replaced, especially since the crank pulley was actually stuck to the crankshaft. And I didn't actually do it myself. So if I actually did do it myself, that would have sucked really bad. But timing belt wasn't really that expensive to do. Everything was like $500 because I get it done to the local Miata shop, Miata Fix, and he's got some really good labor rates. But we got that taken care of. It's got a new timing belt, new water pump, and a new front seal. So everything's A-okay in front. It doesn't leak oil anymore. Car starts up every time, no problem. Because this car is going to be my daily driver from now on. Because I'm getting rid of the Civic, and I'll tell you guys the truth, it's going to be a classic car that I'm getting. It's not going to be a very modern car, so I need to get this thing in tip-top shape. Speaking of which, here's what we're going to do today. We are finally going to deal with this shifter bushing problem. I got the whole shift rebuild kit right here, and as you can see, yeah, pretty sloppy. We're going to fix that. So I'm taking you guys on the journey on doing my first shift rebuild. So hope you enjoy. So I'm going to do this video in increments. I'm not going to make a POV video, which I originally wanted to do. This way it will actually be a little bit easier for me, and I can go on YouTube and actually look back on what I need to do. So first thing you want to do is to take your shifter off. I don't think this thing's ever been off before because it was really hard to get off. Man, it's actually got some weight to it. I didn't know these things were weighted. Wow, that's crazy. I was thinking about getting a wooden shifter to match the seats that I want to get for this thing. But it'll be a while before I do that. But you got your shifter loose right here. Get your shift knob going. And I need to get all these screws that are all over the side of here and all in there. So I'll be back at you whenever I get all that stuff out. So I got all the screws out of this center console. So I'm going to lift this up. And it looks like I gotta disconnect this connector right here. And once I do that, we'll get into this nasty part right here. So as it turns out, this connector's a pain in the butt to get off. So I'm going to see if I can take this off without doing all that. But yeah, I need to do this. Look how bad this is. That is terrible. It's a good thing this kit's really cheap, so it shouldn't be too bad. So far, so good. I just got this crusty old boot off. It actually wasn't that hard to do. It was pretty much just came off. So now I just need to take out this shifter with these 3 bolts that are kind of hidden because of all this nasty stuff in it. But we'll get that out and we'll suck out all the fluid that's in there, and then we'll pretty much be halfway done, to be honest with you. Move that out the way, and then grab this towel. Lay that on there. Seems like a really easy job so far, though. I might need to go back on YouTube, though, for some of the instructions on the shifter part, but everything coming off is pretty easy. So, yeah. All right, everyone. I got the shifter out, and look at all that nasty gunk in there. Whew. So, I got some news. That bushing was so bad that it actually came out of the actual shifter. So it's probably inside of here. I'm going to suck out all this fluid, and then we're going to find out. Hopefully, it's not a bad situation. All right. So I got most of that fluid sucked out. And I found the bushing in there, and it is completely in pieces. So that's not good. We really needed to do this, huh? So here's what all the new parts look like. I got that. That's the part that bolts up to the transmission. Here's a new boot, all fresh and clean. And here are all the snap rings and the bushing itself. So this shouldn't be too bad. So after pretty much fighting with this little piece that goes in here, I finally got it out. I had to pretty much drill that crap out, and it wasn't fun. But we're ready to reassemble this thing. All right, guys, we're just about done. I got these new bushings in here, these little snap rings in there, and I got the shifter bushing on there, and I pretty much got everything on this shifter that I need to have done. So we're ready to put it back on. Okay, guys, I got everything put back together. The shifter's back on there. I actually did something stupid and shifted it while it was still loose, and that gave me a scare. But everything's back to where it's supposed to be. I managed to put it back into neutral. So now I just need to put this new boot on there, and we'll pretty much be done. I'll test drive it right after and tell you guys how it goes. Okay, everybody, we got everything back on. Now we just got to put the center console back, and we're pretty much done. We're gonna put everything back together, and I'm gonna go test drive it. And I'm gonna let you guys know how it reacts. All right, guys, we got everything taken care of. Everything is put back together, and the shifter is shifting magnificently. It's just completely tight. Fifth, all the way down, and reverse. Ooh, reverse is so tight, especially compared to how it's been for like a month or so. The bushing apparently broke about a month or so. That's why I noticed it starting to get bad like that. So yeah, this wasn't a very bad job to do. It only took me like an hour to do, and that's with me recording. So yeah, I say we're about done. I'm going to start this thing up, and I'm going to wash up, and I'm going to go drive it. I'll tell you guys how it drives afterwards. Well, guys, I just took this thing on a drive around the neighborhood, and man, this thing shifts better than it ever has before. The shifts are so precise. It is so slick. The short ratio, and man, this thing is great. I don't understand why people put even shorter shifters onto these things, because the shifts are pretty short by themselves. And to be honest with you, I did not know that the gear knob was weighted from the factory. I think that's a really nice touch. But this thing has now been bulletproofed. I can drive this thing every day without a worry in the world now. I've got new tires all around. I've got new suspension all around. I got the timing belt, water pump, and the front seal done, so there's no more oil leaks. And I had the coolant flush. And to pretty much complete everything, I just now got the shifter rebuilt. So this car will be the ultimate daily driver while I drive my new car, which I am about to go pick up in about 1 hour. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more content on the Miata. I believe me, there's going to be a lot more stuff going on with this car. Now that we got all the mechanical stuff done, now we can go ahead and deal with the body. First thing is probably going to be that finish panel. Well, hope you guys have a good day.